Welcome to our show, Justin vs. Justen, a podcast about two friends named Justin. So, Justin with an I.
I'm Justin with an E.
Right? And if you're here, then that means that you survived the other podcasts that we've had.
Or you just listened and you said, these guys are idiots and I love them.
Yeah. You know, or you hate us.
That we get that a lot.
And you, yeah, full. Trust me.
You're an idiot.
Have you ever been dating?
My parents have called me an idiot for my whole life.
Oh, I thought it was my middle name at one point. Yeah.
I thought mine was dumb shit, but... No, my parents are great. I'm just joking, Mom and Dad, because you're probably going to watch this.
Or listen.
Yeah.
We are on iTunes.
We are on iTunes now.
Man, they'll let anyone in.
Hooray!
Woo!
And they rejoiced. Yay.
Yes.
I had to stick a Monty Python in there.
Solid Monty Python reference. So speaking of Monty Python, Spider-Man. So Spider-Man... Excuse me. Spider-Man Homecoming released in 2017. So this is a completely new take on Spider-Man based in the MCU movie universe, right? Recently, you know, they were bought out. Fox, who had the rights there, or Sony?
No, Sony
Sony had it.
And I think Sony still retained the rights, but they're giving them up creative.
So they're leasing it.
So yeah, they still get their money.
Yeah.
And they get to keep Spider-Man if they want to make their own movie later.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know,
or like
they're all greedy. Oh, you can borrow him, but we want to get paid, and if we want to make our own thing, we're going to do it.
Yeah, and this is, you know, now a Marvel Studios thing, where the last one that we saw was this terrible thing with Jamie Foxx in it, and you know.
The last couple have just been downright. So the Steve Raimi ones, I actually enjoyed. I actually like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
I did too.
I didn't see anything wrong with him.
Everyone could admit that Tom Holland is a way better version.
Yeah, no.
Like, the kid's actually doing the flips and all that, too.
I think the new version that just came out... Well, first of all, the thing that I liked about the new one is I didn't have to relive Spider-Man's story again.
Yeah.
For the third time, or no, fourth time it would have been, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's already somewhat of an established character at this point.
Yeah, it's like we all know about, you know, Uncle Ben and everything, because every movie has it. I don't need to watch another Spider-Man movie. So
I was happy that
thank
Sally
you for
Field,
making this one.
No Sally Field in the movie. Very happy about that. Yeah.
We joked about this the other day. I said Aunt May gets younger and hotter in every episode, in every movie adaptation. So
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei now, and we'll see what next one we get.
Oh, jeez, she's gonna get younger, right?
Yeah, she's gonna get younger and hotter in the next one.
I guess so.
So yeah. I don't even know who we're gonna get.
Well, this was interesting because no Mary Jane in the movie. So you know, until you get to the very end, and you find
spoiler
out
alert! Spoiler.
Yeah.
Wop, 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 wop.
You know, and it's not exactly what you think. So it's not your cookie cutter Spider-Man. It's not like in the comics. It's not quite the ultimate Spider-Man, which was like the great story that they came out, and that's what they kind of based the other movie on. But they brought him back to his roots a lot, where it's like he had a crappy costume until Iron Man got a hold of him and made his costume. Yep. Now that's believable. It's less believable that he's going to make this really great spandex costume. That's
it's very true.
You know, and I mean, he had the web shooters that he designed, and he designed the web fluid. But then Tony Stark's like, "Oh no, we can do it better. Oh, we're going to do it like this," you know. And he gives him that thing and gives him the whole costume. And it's exciting. It was an exciting movie to watch, I thought.
It was, actually.
I'm not a big Spider-Man guy.
I mean, I kind of waited. I waited till last night to watch this movie. Mm-hmm. Because after all the other Spider-Mans have let me down, I just didn't want to watch it. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to watch Uncle Ben get killed again. And then I have to relive Spider-Man's story again. And when I finally watched it, I went, wait a minute. They skipped over all that stuff. This is fantastic. They're at the after part already.
Yeah. Well, what's your ultimate sort of like your number one Spider-Man thing? Because I go back to a couple things. They're both cartoons. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and I go back to Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Spider-Man the Animated Series was great. I don't know. Spider-Man's just never been one of those great things for me. I've never been a huge Spider-Man fan. I mean, it goes back to the comic books naturally.
Well, of course, yeah. You know, I mean, Spider-Man. Like, I know a lot of people where that's their number one. That's their go-to.
Oh, definitely. And I don't know. I've just kind of lost track right now.
Okay. Well, we were talking about Spider-Man Homecoming. So.
We're at that point of the night where my brain's just drifting away into nothingness.
Yeah, that happens. I hear. You know. Luckily,
as I think about Spider-Man, I guess my brain just drifts off because I think of the last couple of movies.
Well, good character. Finally got the respect that he deserves and all that. Finally got a good villain. So what did you think of Michael Keaton as the Vulture, Adrian Toomes?
Actually, Michael Keaton did fantastic in this.
Yeah. Did he not steal the movie?
He did, and he in the last couple of roles were Michael Keaton's in a superhero movie. You had Birdman, you had this, something with a cape or some sort of cape style thing in all of them. He steals the show. He does fantastic. He does great. I loved him in this movie.
Yeah, he is frightening because, that whole scene where he's like, oh, do you want me to kill you now? And he's like sitting there in the car and the thing is, Peter asks his daughter out on a date because she's the cute girl at school and all that. And he goes to like a scientific high school, so it's like a magnet school for kids who like science. So everybody's smart, but he's like exceptionally smart, and she likes him, and so they end up finally going out, and then the Vulture figures out he's Spider-Man, and he figures out he's the Vulture, and he's sitting in the back of the car after his date gets out, and he's like, oh, I'll kill you, blah, blah, just like talking to him like that, and it's friggin' frightening. No,
I loved Michael Keaton as the Vulture.
Yeah.
He did fantastic.
He was an imposing character, and the Vulture in the comics is an old man who has a bird suit. He looks like Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
Actually, in The Simpsons, when they show that the aviary and it is actually a vulture that looks like Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back to Michael Keaton. I loved him. I loved him in this movie. I liked the whole movie as a whole. There wasn't a part of the movie where I was like, oh, this could have been better.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Even his little annoying kind of sidekick friend.
Oh, you didn't like Karen?
Was that his name?
That kid. I forget his name, but I thought he was cool.
No, I said I liked him.
He sneaks off to help him and do like his tech support and all that, and then the teacher finds him. And he's like,
"What are you doing? Watching porn?"
The school dance. They really made him a kid, which is at his core. That's what Peter Parker started out as. He's a kid. He's young. He's a young guy. He's inexperienced. He makes mistakes.
Well, since we're spoiling the movie already, I liked it at the end where Tony Stark is like, "We're going to make you an Avenger."
Yeah.
He's like, "Welcome to the Brotherhood. We're going to have a press conference. We're going to announce you." He unveils this badass Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Peter Parker just goes, "No, I'm good." And I love that part.
Yeah,
because he thinks it's a test too. That's great. Oh, is this a test? And he's like, yeah, you passed. And then she opens it.
Then Pepper Potts, she shows up. Gwyneth Paltrow shows up as Pepper Potts, and he's like, well, where is he? Is it? Because they were totally expecting him to do it, because that's what Tony would do. Tony would want the attention, but Spider-Man didn't want that. He just wants to help people. Yeah. He's a different sort of character.
One little tidbit of this movie that is kind of stupid, but I thought was funny, was all the videos of like the gym class and everything is Captain America.
Yeah. He's talking about like crotch rot or something.
They have Captain America fitness tests and all that kind of stuff.
I have to imagine that they did that because they had a Chris Evans clause where he has to do a certain amount of movies or something. Yeah. So I have to imagine that was part of it.
Yeah, because he's like all over the school.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. But it was cool to see him, and it was a cool costume, and
And it was pretty cool that the fight scene from Civil War.
Yep, that a lot of it.
Yeah, that where he actually shows Spider-Man's point of view as a kid.
Yeah, and he's like,
he's videoing himself. Yeah.
Oh, I've got to go fight now. Bye, guys.
No, it was actually I like this. Like I said, I was expecting the other ones in this. I was like, oh, I don't want to watch another one of these. I'm done. I was done after the Tobey Maguire ones. I didn't need to watch it again, and then they made us relive it again with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need to relive this horrible franchise again. It wasn't. I shouldn't say horrible franchise. I liked the Steve Raimi ones. I liked Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
Did you say Steve or Sam?
Sam.
Sam. Okay.
I'm at a point in the night where they all kind of sound the same.
Well, I just like to say. I did not like Andrew Garfield, yet I really did like the Gwen Stacy of the movie. That was I can't remember her name.
She's in La La Land. And,
unfortunately.
I actually liked La La Land. It's a love story. It's a musical, but
I saw it, but I didn't like it.
What is her name now?
There's something. She's cute. She's a cute redhead usually, but she went blonde for this movie. And
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
I really liked Emma Stone, and her dad was Dennis freaking Leary.
Yeah.
Which was so cool. And I like that they put the Lizard in it. Like, the Lizard was a great villain, and I've always really loved that sort of character. And it was good. It was done well and all that, but I hated their Peter Parker. He's just, he was sarcastic, and he was dark, and he was mean. And that is not Peter. And this was not like the type of character that I wanted to see. So I really didn't care for Garfield. You know, I just found him just too I don't know. He was just not my version. I like the Tobey. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Tobey Maguire one. I love the new one.
And James Franco, of course.
Well, yeah, the first one was just great.
Yes.
There wasn't
Willem Dafoe.
It was kind of the start of superhero movies for this newer generation because we had Batman.
It's funny because I've gone on record to say I like the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie better than Spider-Man. I stand by that.
It depends on which Spider-Man movie, but I can see that.
Well, I mean, better than the Raimi one because I don't think it's better, obviously, than this one that we just watched.
No.
I'm a big Daredevil fan. You know, I'm a big fan of the comic. Charles Soule, who's writing it right now, really good comic.
Daredevil was okay. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, it's horrible. It's like Nickelback.
Wow.
There are a lot of people who think
really good. You know, it's got Coolio in there.
A lot of people, they Daredevil's like Nickelback to them, and they just can't stand it. I'm okay with it. I didn't care for Elektra.
Did you like the Netflix series? Did you watch it?
I only watched a couple episodes of it, so don't hurt me.
I'm not going to hurt you. Oh, wait, it is Justin versus Justin. Why you?
I'm going to get you. Shake my fist angrily.
Shake harder, boy. Yeah, Elektra
I wanted to get a rump out of you.
Elektra was a terrible movie.
Elektra was horrible.
Yeah, I mean...
I like Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, I mean...
But that movie was
coming
just
off
horrible.
of doing Alias and all that, and...
No, wasn't it Dark... Or no, Dark Angel was Jessica Alba, wasn't it?
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Oh, yeah, I got that confused for a minute, but in a good way.
Yeah, no, that's... I'm kind of okay either way that goes, so, you know.
I believe you can get me through the night.
See, I even remember, it's funny that you said Nickelback. Do you remember the first Spider-Man soundtrack? Where it had that Chad Kroeger and Chelsea Scott?
That's actually a sweet song.
Yeah. They say that a hero will save us. Right?
Yeah.
You could not go anywhere that year without hearing that damn song.
That was all over the radio. I actually enjoyed that song.
So what was the big song from Spider-Man Homecoming? Did they have, like...
I don't think they had. I think it was actually like a movie soundtrack.
Yeah, something like that. It's like there wasn't anything... You know, now, like music has changed, so it's not quite... Like, they had Bother by Stone Sour on the first one. I'm like, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, the first one actually had a really good soundtrack.
Dashboard Confessional, like Macy Gray shows up in the movie, but she's just
I hate. Let's not even talk about Macy Gray.
Yeah, well, I just talk about her.
And you can't tell. I don't like Macy Gray. I think she's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Her acting role, I can tolerate her. Her singing, I just find atrocious. I don't know how she became a famous singer.
Yeah,
I try to say goodbye at the show. Actually, I'm singing it better than her even.
Wow. Yeah, I was just thinking that's pretty famous right there. Yeah.
She's
yeah. So this one's not known for its music, you know, unlike the others, but maybe that was an aspect of them that we liked because going back to when we talked about Batman, the original Batman with the Prince soundtrack, maybe that's an element of these things that they're missing lately.
Yeah, maybe because the original Batman, you had the epic Prince soundtrack towards the end of the movie.
Batman. Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of what other great kind of movie didn't. Ninja Turtles had Vanilla Ice.
Yes,
go Ninja, go Ninja, go, go. All our early '90s ones. Thinking about it, had an epic song to it.
Yeah, I mean, music I think is a good component that gets these things going. And I know Suicide Squad was a relative bomb, but that had a soundtrack, and you know, they're trying to make it like Snatch, I think.
Yeah,
you know,
Suicide Squad had its moments.
I fully admit that it's watchable.
I can watch it. I watched it a couple of times. I don't mind it.
I mean, it's not good, But
it's like the original Spider-Mans. I can watch them. I've watched them more than once. I own them. The ones with Andrew Garfield, I owned. I accidentally bought one.
I have the second one on my PSP.
That's the one I have. With the second one.
That's great.
It's in the back. I won't admit that I have it. Every time someone finds it, I'm like, oh, who left this here?
So would you go on record as saying that Homecoming is one of your favorites? Would you say it's the best one that they've made? Because I'll say that I think they got the character the best, but it's not my favorite Spider-Man movie.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
I think they did great with it. I think it's definitely my number 2. I think the first one is my number 1 because it was great. I liked the first one. I think it was great because it introduced us to Spider-Man. And they did a great job with the original for that time period. Because if you watch it now, it's kind of like, oh, it's outdated. But when you're our age and stuff, you think back and you're like, that was actually the popular way to film movies and the popular way to do things at that time. So it made sense to make the movie like that.
Yeah, I like the second one. I like Spider-Man 2 where they had Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. And just the fact that everybody finds out who Peter is, and he saves the train in that one. And they're like, it's just a kid. I thought there were so many good movies.
The only part I didn't like about the original ones with Tobey Maguire was Topher Grace.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Well, I mean, that's a divisive movie. Like, not everybody likes it because they're like, oh, I don't like the way they made Venom look or anything. It's one of those things where I like Venom so much that I was like really trying to like the movie. And, I mean, Bryce Dallas Howard, oh, man, me likey.
But, yeah, Topher Grace, he's just not menacing to me.
No, he's not menacing. God, no.
That's why I didn't take him serious as a supervillain because I love that 70s show, so I'm picturing him in that 70s show.
He was in a movie with Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Take Me Home Tonight.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, he's been in a couple of movies, but he's never played like the menacing I'm gonna get you villain guy.
Only in Traffic, where he played a heroin addicted kid that almost killed a girl with heroin.
So,
but again, that's not a super villain. That's
when they're like, oh,
that's reality.
When he's gonna be Venom, I'm like, oh, Topher Grace.
It was not great.
First of all, your name, it's not menacing.
That's not.
You don't strike fear in me.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as it goes, it's a good movie. You should see it. It's especially if you're into superheroes. You can get it on Blu-ray. You can get it on demand. I'm sure pretty soon it'll be on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, you can find the original ones anywhere. The Andrew Garfield ones, I'm sure someone will give them to you.
Yeah, if you go to the dollar store, I'm sure you'll find them there with copies of the Fantastic Four.
Fan 4.
Yeah, actually got Gentleman Broncos there.
Yeah. You'll find them in the back of your local Blu-ray dealer.
That's
in
right.
The section of they kind of put it next to the section where you just have, if you want to watch it, you don't have to admit that you bought it. You kind of get to go out the back door.
Yeah, probably. they send it in the mail with samples of Calgon.
Calgon.
If you lived in the suburbs, it was practically issued to you. The movie.
They give it to you in a brown bag and let you go out the back door. You burn the receipt on your way out.
Oh, those days are gone too. Well, I think we're going a little long on this, but we'll just we'll just say in general, good movie. You should check it out. It's good.
Homecoming, definitely. I recommend watching it. It's nothing like the Andrew Garfield ones.
Nope.
It's better. The cinematography, the overall story is better than actually the first ones.
No, definitely.
I still love the first ones because they're just.
This one definitely is a time where technology has caught up with it.
Yeah.
So they're able to do a better Spider-Man on it. So it sets up for future adventures with other characters.
And it's going to do crossover Avengers, and they set it up. They set it up well. They cross integrate Avengers into it very well. It's very well done.
2 of them show up in it, and Jon Favreau's Happy from Iron Man shows up in it. So, he's a big character in it.
Yeah, no, I'd recommend it. Get it out, go out and watch it. Get it on Amazon on demand. Go to Best Buy, do whatever. But I would definitely recommend it. If you go out and you don't own it and you're like, you're looking at it, maybe I'll buy it. It's $9.99 or whatever. I recommend buying it. That's what I did last night. I was searching movies and I went, it's $9.99. I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, there you go.
So go out and watch it. I was not disappointed. And Spider-Man movies usually disappoint me. So,
isn't it nice to break a trend?
Yes, thank you.
I think so.
So
I can't wait to go home and listen to that soundtrack now.
A hero can save us. You're gonna blare it on the way out.
No, I'll probably listen to the Weird Al song, the Spider-Man song that they did to the Piano Man's tune. I'll probably listen to that instead.
Spider-Man.
Weird Al.
Spider-Man.
You should listen to it.
What's Weird Al? Actually, he was just relevant lately. Didn't he win a Grammy just lately?
Probably for his
he always wins them.
I don't watch the Grammys.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap up Spider-Man, kind of a synopsis here. So, so if you haven't hit subscribe yet, hit the subscribe. You won't regret it.
Yeah,
well, you might later, but...
You can find us online on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, on YouTube.
If you want to chat us up, we're both very active on it. We'll chat you up. If you're like, oh, these guys, look at them. I want to talk to them.
That's right. I talk about garbage, too.
I have an opinion on this. They must know it.
We want to hear it.
Yes, actually do share it. Maybe one day we'll have a little giveaway. You get to be on the show with us.
That'd be great. We'd have to get an extra chair.
We can scrounge up a chair.
All right, then.
It'll be lower than all of ours, though.
That's right.
We have to assert dominance.
If you're okay with a low chair, then you could be on the show.
Yeah, we'll just get you right up here. You can sit. Assert dominance.
You can come when we talk about exclusively the works of Andrew Garfield.
Hey, Social Network was a good movie.
I'll take your word for it. I've never seen it.
You've never watched the Facebook movie?
I've never seen it, yeah.
On that note, we're ending this episode so he can go watch The Social Network because it was a great movie. The Facebook. All right, everybody. So hit like, subscribe, follow us, chat us up. And we have weekly competitions here between us where we fight about everything.
That's right.
And the loser has to do something embarrassing. You may have watched Justin's rendition of Moving On Up. If you haven't,
The Jeffersons,
go watch it. We're going to advertise the crap out of that.
I can't wait for our next battle.
Well, everybody, have a great one. We'll leave you with some clips here from Spider-Man.
Nice.
Maybe we'll leave you with a clip of Andrew Garfield.
Oh my God. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
No, we'll leave you with some other better clip for you.
You should play the theme song.
Spider-Man
does whatever a spider can. Spins his web in his eyes.